This is a video on how to install an LG ThinQ over under top loader bottom loader washing machine. Check this out. The lights go on inside. It's really nice looking. It's gonna make doing laundry so much better. So today we're gonna install a over under LG washer dryer right here. We pulled out the old ones, and I'm gonna give you a couple of pointers. If you look at this, when I took it off, the O-ring has biodegraded. This is why they recommend replacing these when you change your washer dryer. I'm gonna get two new washers, and look, they're biodegrading in there. Junk. To get it in the room, I removed the door so it would be easier, but you didn't need to. We're gonna get into place. The first thing you gotta do when you're installing your washing machine is to hook up a wire. You either have a 3-wire connection or a 4-wire connection. And this is the wiring diagram. This is where the wire goes, through that little hole. So you're gonna have to take off this little screw right here, and then you can get into that. You hook up the 3 little wires, or 4. You'll be able to tell by looking at your outlet. This is a 3-wire outlet. There's 2 legs and a neutral ground. With a 4-wire, it has a neutral and a ground. This is what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, there's a red, a black, and a white. The white is the neutral. So what we're gonna do is run the wire through, and the wires are set up where the middle wire is the neutral. You gotta add a strain relief to the hole here. That's so that it's really sharp, and if you just run the wire through there, it could short out there, and that would be bad. So if you want to do it right, you gotta put in a strain relief fitting. So I put it through here, everything's loose. We're gonna unscrew those 3 screws, and we're gonna put them in. The 2 side ones, it doesn't matter which one's which. So we're gonna pull those screws out. So you're gonna wanna leave this loose so that you can adjust the wire to get it right into the right place. And then you're gonna tighten these up. The worst thing that could possibly happen to you while doing this is you drop the screw into the washing machine. That would be terrible. So you really gotta be careful and hold on to it. And then make sure you take your hand and you go as tight as you can on these screws, because wherever there's an electrical connection, there can be a short. So you're gonna wanna make them as tight as possible. There's probably a correct foot-pound for that, but I'm just telling you to go as tight as you can. Then we're gonna tighten up this one so that this clamps around here, so if you pull on it, it doesn't pull the wires out. Then we'll close it back up. Now we got the wire. The wire is just gonna plug right into the wall. That's easy, done. Next we have, this is the dryer vent. We're not gonna do that yet. We have the water tube. This tube is gonna come off of here and go into the hole, whatever hole you have. And then I gotta get the new washers for in there. So let me get that. Those will hook right into here, cold and hot. Then we'll push it to the wall and give it a try. I was gonna replace the gasket, but I had a set of extra ones in stock, so we're just gonna hook those on because they're brand new. And they say you should always put new ones on, because from sitting, there's a lot of pressure in these at all times. And I guess after a couple of years, they go bad, and then you have a big flood in your house. So watch out for that. So you can just tighten these as tight as you can with your hand. You're really using the gasket. The hot is on the right. It says hot right here, and it says cold right here. You can't really see that right now because it's kind of dark on the back side of the washer. Now we're gonna stick this tube in. Let's see where the tube is. Here it is. So most likely you'll have some sort of different setup than this. For me, this is what we're gonna do. We just jam that down the hole, and it should be fine. And lastly, we have, oh look, some sort of safety. So what they did was they made it so you have to read their little thing here. So the message that it said was, before operating, you have to remove all 4 of these shipping bolts right here. So we'll get ourselves a wrench. It turned out to be a 12 millimeter. So there's 4 of these. $12mm gear wrench, very popular tool. Then you just pull on it a little bit, and it comes out. Let's see the last one down here. So all 4 of these are removed now. In this kit here, it looks like it's got 4 hole covers for those holes. So let's put those in. They just pop right in. You go pop and then pop, and then we put them on all 4 holes. Now is the time we're going to plug it in and put this hose on. I'm going to replace this because it sucks, but I got to drill a new hole in the wall and I don't feel like doing that right now. So most of you will just need to put this back to where it was. I found this little thing inside the washing machine, so I put it on there. It is good for something. You got to remember to turn your water on. You want to check the lines for leaks while it's out. You see how that goes into there? You would see some sort of leak right below here or coming out here. This looks pretty good. We got everything on there. This is on. We're gonna redo that, but that'll be a different video. Poking a new hole in the wall right here, because that one's down over there where it used to be, and it would be a code violation because it's too close to the power box. It has to be 36 inches or something probably. So the power's on, and that's what it looks like. We're gonna just push it back into place and see what it looks like in here. So we got it into place, we got it hooked up. There's a couple more things like this we're gonna remove. And then I guess since this says remove, we'll remove it. There we go. Kind of want to take this sticker off too, because I don't care if it's certified allergy free or not. Let's see if that comes off. It pretty much came off. There we go.